Okay, guys, what is going on? J-Man 101 here, and today we have the Raid Ultimate Raid update slash DLC thing. I don't remember what it's called exactly, but basically it's the newest DLC. I think it's the last known DLC that we'll have for the crew. I don't think they haven't announced any DLCs coming in after this one. Sadly, um, but not all is lost, obviously, because we have 3 new cars we're going to be looking at. And obviously the new specs, one of which is the 1969 Camaro RSSS Raid spec. Finally, after being in the game since the very beginning, they added in the Raid spec Camaro, which is awesome to finally have this. And obviously there's plenty more specs that they've added in that I will not be skipping out on telling you guys about. So this update gave us 4 new, obviously the 3 new cars. They are the Cadillac Escalade, the Volkswagen, shoot, I can't remember. We're gonna go to let's go to the HQ real quick and have a look, because I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll go ahead and show you guys my garage to show you where I've, how many cars I have accumulated now over the time of this game. Just because I'll give you a tour. So obviously we have the Raid spec Camaro, which is one of the new specs of the game, and we have the Cadillac Escalade, the Volkswagen Touareg NF 2011, and the McLaren F1. Those are the 3 cars that they added in the new DLC for this last DLC. Obviously the Cadillac has all these specs. Every single spec. The Touareg only has the dirt and rally, and then the McLaren only has a perf spec. So as you see, Raid spec Camaro, and we're gonna go check this way real quick. I have bought a BMW. I don't believe this one. The Hummer has a street spec, which is it hasn't had before. This rough 34,000 or 3400K has a circuit spec, which it didn't have before. And I don't remember. I believe those ones have had circuit specs now, so I believe those aren't anything new. Nothing new there. Nothing new in these cars still. But as we get over here, nope, still not there yet. The Ford Raptor finally has its Raid spec after being in the game since the beginning. It finally has its Raid spec turn. And actually, sadly, whoa, jeez. Sadly, that's kind of it. I mean, not very many specs. Again, we kind of have had a little bit of a letdown. There's not that many specs in here. I don't know why. Like, I mean, a Raid spec Dodge Charger, 69 Charger. Why not? I don't know why they didn't do more specs. Maybe a Raid spec Mustang, another Raid spec Mustang. Sorry, we already have the one, obviously. Or like, honestly, like, what about a dirt spec Lamborghini or something? It's kind of a far fetch, but that would be crazy. There's stuff like that. Oh, and I think it had it in the last update, but circuit spec Ford Raptor. I think I missed that one in the last update. If it was in the last one, I don't remember entirely, but I think I might have missed that one. And there's a circuit spec Impala now as well. I messed that one just then. And that's as much as she wrote, because the Camaro had the circuit spec from the last update. So yeah, not the most specs, sadly. Obviously, of course, with the DLC becomes more cars, specs, parts, which I haven't noticed very many parts, new parts from what I've seen. I don't know if it's like in rims and I'm just not paying enough attention. But something I have noticed about some of the DLC cars, like this Cadillac, some of the rims, and I think I might have a rim on this car already that I can show you guys. Some of the rims and like decals and stuff, like, yeah, see, not available for this car. What does that mean? I think it means that they were lazy and they I mean, we can't even look at what it is, so I don't know what kind of rim it is. And it's not spec related, because I can't put certain rims on my street spec or my perf spec, so I don't know why this is the case. Maybe they just got lazy and didn't format them for the car. I don't know. Like, see, I can't put that animal on there. Why do I have that animal? I have no idea, but I can't put it on. So that's how you know it's not it's not like spec restricted. So it's kind of an odd thing. I haven't personally figured it out yet. I haven't looked into it too much. But I'm gonna show you all the different specs for the new cars that I have bought. Obviously, I have all the DLC cars bought. And it's kind of, some of them are a bit ridiculous. I'll drive around and some of them we have, like the raid spec here. This thing is probably my favorite raid spec, just because it's freaking awesome. Because it's a freaking Cadillac Escalade as a raid spec truck. I think it's pretty sick. And then also, this thing is an absolute monster. Or a circuit spec Escalade. Are you serious? It's insane. I mean, the interior. How do I switch to interior? There we go. The interior is like, it's weird. It's crazy. I mean, whoa, that's trippy. That's messed up. It's like, it's pretty ridiculous. I mean, I just think it's insane, and at the same time it's cool. So I mean, I'll take it. It's pretty cool. It's fun to drive. It's fun. It's hard to handle, but it's fun to drive. So I mean, I'll take it. We got the dirt spec Touareg, which actually the bumpers, I was surprised. I thought they were gonna be like on the Cadillac, there would be grill guards and stuff. There wasn't a grill guard on this one, so I'm kind of disappointed with it. Nothing special about it. But then we have the raid spec version, which they went all out. They took the Dakar, obviously the vinyl's not normal. They got the Dakar rally thing. I don't know if you want to say build up for it, but that's what they have for it basically. And I think it's pretty cool. Cause I mean, they got like, look at how detailed the interior is. Like, they have the temperature. Obviously, that stuff doesn't change, to my knowledge, but I think it's still pretty cool. Like, they have all this stuff for a whatever the second year. I can't think of the rally term for the guy that's like calling out the turns and all that. But they have like all this stuff on there for that. So they put a lot of detail into it. And lastly, we have the McLaren perf spec. This is the only spec for it, sadly. I thought they would have put in like a McLaren circuit spec, and it would have been very, I want to almost say, I don't know, like how the other McLaren is, with like how it's a straight race McLaren, like that sort of thing. I thought they would have done the race version of that, but they didn't. But you know, I mean, but I'm still, overall, I've been happy with all the updates, because it's just added more cars, more specs, more races. I mean, this thing, not the fastest, obviously, but it's fun to drive. It's a fun raid truck. I mean, honestly. Stiff suspension. We're gonna jump the train. Never mind. Oh, it almost worked at the end. But yeah, what is the? It smells cool. I haven't bought any new specs that are for, other than the Camaro, any new specs that are for the new, like for old vehicles. Obviously, here's the Volkswagen, and then we'll jump to the map and switch over to faction missions. The new faction missions is Treasure Hunt, which is a raid spec collection mission where you drive around hitting those boxes in a certain amount of time. Then you have Let It Snow, which is just a race. No, it's a time attack. So it's a checkpoint run, which is, it's not bad. It's a raid spec again. Then you have Blacklisted, which is a dirt spec, which is a race, just a normal straight up race. Then you have Jurassic Raid, which is another race, and that one's a raid spec. This one's I've only done this one, but this one's a pretty cool one. And as of right now, there's actually the event that's going on where like you want to try to set the fastest time, all this and that. Now, what does it mean by, I guess new mods means new designs and stuff, but basically that's it for this this video. I guess I'll jump back to the HQ real quick, because I didn't completely show. I kind of showed my cars, but I'll kind of give a little more detailed description of what I've bought recently, just to kind of show you guys what I bought real quick, and then we'll wrap this video up. So yeah, that's basically all there is for this DLC, though. All the new specs, the new cars, the new missions. That's what it is. So obviously, I bought the Camaro, Volkswagen, Chrysler 300. All those are new. The Impala is relatively new. I believe you guys saw when I had these though, because I got these before the vintage car DLC, and then I bought the BMW. Those are what I've bought new, and then I've kind of gone a little spend crazy, and I made sure I have every single dirt spec through perf spec, and then I have most of the raid specs. The raid specs will be what I buy all of next, and then obviously the circuit specs will be the last. But that's basically what I do, is I go through and I've bought every single spec for every single car up to perf spec, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do the raid and all that. But yeah, I mean, I have 134 total cars, 41 regular stock cars, and then there's the rest of them perf through dirt, street, and all that. But that's basically it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, please like and subscribe and check back for more videos daily. Sadly, that's it. I mean, I got nothing. We can end on this, which is pretty sweet. We can end on the circuit spec Dodge Charger. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.